Oh, good afternoon, guys. Oh, you're dirty. We're gonna try some wheat. So I had to come all the way out to Galatea to the planter tractor to get our fancy little iPad mount here in the corner because we're getting a new scale system called LibreCart, and it requires an iPad. So we're putting that in the grain cart tractor now. So I had to make that long drive all the way out here to get that. But I also have to get the monitor and the receiver for my combine. That way I can go try it, see if it's wet, dry. We got a little bit of rain last night, so it might be kind of hard threshing, but should be good. So hopefully it's a good day of wheat harvest. At least we can get going today. That is the goal. Get going on harvest. Well, got everything taken off. It's sitting back there in the seat. I had to grab the receiver, and since it's an RTK receiver, I have to grab the RTK antenna, and then I grabbed the iPad mount, and then the 2630 display. So now we'll hurry back to the shop, install all that, and maybe get cutting before 1, maybe 2, possibly 3. If not, hopefully today. Alright guys, well we are officially in the combine on the way to the first field. There are very few fields that we go to that I have to take my header off and pull it, but this one we have to, which is no big deal because I haven't even hooked onto it to begin with, so it's not a huge deal to have to pull it. The grain cart's following me along with my uncle. He's pulling my header. We're about to go in and take a test cut through the middle, see what the moisture's reading, and then depending on that we'll either start harvest or postpone a couple days, get a few other things finished up while we're waiting on the wheat to dry out enough to be able to cut. Our goal is 12.5 and under for our moisture, which everyone else around here is kind of getting going. So we're hoping that we'll be able to on a few of our fields. That way we can kind of get a little bit of a start anyways. A lot of the people around here have been cutting light test weight wheat, which is kind of scary. Light test weight's not good, but it's caused by stress in the growing periods of the wheat. It's just part of it out here. Some years are like it, some aren't. But hopefully that we'll be able to get a pretty solid test weight for our wheat. That way we're able to sell it right out of the field pretty much, or put it in the elevator at least. But if you have light test weight, sometimes they will either reject you or dock you to the point where you don't even want to sell it. And a dock is basically they're just taking money off of your bushel, that way to cover their expenses for having to sell that light test weight, or whether it's dirty or whatever it is. But we're hoping for about 58 to 62 test weight, 12.5 and under for the moisture, and then that'll make us definitely want to cut. So hopefully it's looking good, because I'd really like to get going on wheat harvest and just get going. Start early, finish early. I guess that's what they say. Or start early and just be plagued with breakdowns the whole time. Which who knows. So hopefully it goes good. I will see you guys in the field. So we tested it. Right now she's getting a sample. But we tested it, hand tested it, and it went 13.4 moisture, which is a little on the wet side, but it did go 57 test weight, which is not bad for what we've been hearing around the county. So we're gonna jump right across the road, just down and over there, and we'll see what that does. If it's dry, we'll cut there. If not, we might have to wait. And it also looks like there's some thunderstorms rolling in over there, which, I mean, I'm not gonna scare away a thunderstorm, so bring it on. All right, well, I got the boss with me now. This is my sister. She is the other combine operator. And right now we're just kind of driving around testing wheat. What's nice about her is she is my now camera woman, so now I don't have to. So that's kind of convenient. But we're gonna head up and over the highway there into the wheat field right across the way. We'll head over there, see if we can fit through the fence, and then we'll let you know what it tests. combine in the grain cart.
Hear that? Even masters make mistakes.
Oh, it's very nice. But no one's perfect, especially me. I'm far from it. Alright, we took our test sample. Now we'll head back in the tank and we'll test weight as well as moisture to kind of figure out what we're cutting here to see if this might be dry enough to cut. It's looking pretty promising, but who knows. It said average of 14.3, so that's a little wet. Our moisture just went about 10. We got average samples of 9.9, 9.9, and 10.2, so it's about 10 moisture, which is good. But that is not good. It's reading like 54 to 55 test weight, which is a little light. You want it around 60. I don't know if the elevators will even take 55. I think they only take down to 58 currently. But we'll get a hold of the sample, take it in, and see if they will actually take it. And if so, we'll do this 80-acre field, maybe before the storm comes in, but maybe not. What do you think?
If it's gonna rain.
When does it rain in Kiowa County?
Not often.
Exactly. You heard it. Harvest didn't even started, and I'm already eating lunch at 4 o'clock. This is like a record. Normally my lunch is gone by 10, 10:30 maybe. Lunch always comes early, but then I'm hungry for the rest of the day. Well, I'm on my first GPS pass down. It's not doing too bad. I've only made it down and back and a couple end rows, and I'm already 3/4 of the way full. So that's not bad at all for our wheat anyways. I'll head back down there to the truck. You can barely see it pulling in there. But we're gonna calibrate that Libra cart system to make sure the weight is reading accurately. And after that, then we'll get to cutting. If it doesn't rain on us first, I'm starting to get some drops, so we'll try to hurry to the end. Well, the rain came in, not a whole lot, but just enough to make us stop. It got a little tacky and wet. So that's all for today's cutting adventure. Maybe we will start cutting again tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully. I'd like to get in and get going. That way we can get done quick. So I will see you guys in the next video.